What would it feel like if you would loosen your grip on life? That you start taking things less seriously. And you can see these people walking around, and maybe you're one of them, where they're so tense about everything. Everything seems like life or death. I have to get to this place. I have to reach this goal. I have to make more money. I have to move to a different country. There's this anxiety, this desperation, this attachment, as in I need this thing. I need to be in a relationship. It's so serious. Even the way that they're interpreting life. When something happens in a social interaction, it's like, poof, they tense up immediately. They're constantly performing because they think they should be a certain way. So they're taking themselves so seriously. And I'm not saying to completely let go and nothing is important, nothing matters anymore. I'm not coming from that perspective. Like, you're still holding on to things. Things are important. You're holding on to your goals. But what if you would loosen up your grip? What would that feel like? The thing that I'm referring to is really, who are you being and what is the place that you are creating from? Because your goals will stay the goals. The actions will stay the actions. The commitment is the commitment. It's not going to change. But how are you feeling in the way that you are living life in general? And how are you feeling in the way that you're creating these goals? Because I am all for urgency in a positive way. I am all for this relentless obsession. And this doesn't have to come with tension. Who says that you have to be tensed and to be obsessed? Or to make a lot of progress? It can only be from a place of anger and from a place of stress and tension. That's the only way to achieve your goals. Why? Why can't you have fun in the process? Why can't you feel vibrant and relaxed? What if you could be both obsessed and have fun and be fulfilled and be relaxed? What if both are possible? I'm not saying like it's completely black and white. Of course, it's good to have like maybe a 10% or 20% anger or tension there intentionally, but you don't want this to be your main driver in life. So this is something that would happen if you start to take things less seriously. Things that are happening. Like, how are you interpreting live events? How are you interpreting certain things that happen in social interactions? We immediately go to worst case scenarios. How are you making decisions in life? When you are thinking about moving into a certain direction. Like, maybe I should go to this direction. Maybe I should go to this direction. Is it fun in the way that you're exploring these options? Like, oh, all these different possibilities? Or are you tense? Like, this is going to be a life-changing decision. If I make the wrong decision right now, I will mess up my whole life. What if it's not that serious? What if you would loosen up your grip in the way that you're holding this decision? That's why the background on my phone is, what if it's not that deep? What if you are overcomplicating things for no reason? What if you are making things more important for no reason? And this is what often happens. We are going to the worst case scenarios. We want to have things right. We want to have things perfect. So that's why there is this attachment to this ideal that we need to have, or else I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. There are all these stories that are present, which makes us tense up because we are supposed to live life like this. But what if there's no supposed to live life like this and there is just living life? And you can do it in any way that you want. And I would highly recommend to choose the most fun route, the most fulfilling one, the most loving one. Because this is fascinating to me when I work with clients and we create amazing results. I remember this one client and he tripled his income in a month time. Like, how is that even possible? Like, my mind was blown. So after 5 months of working with him, we had a checkpoint where we started to celebrate things and all the progress that we've created. And I expected him to say all of the tangible results that he created. He referred to none of them. He was referring to his experience of life. I feel so much more free. Oh, the confidence that I experience is incredible. Like, I'm so much more at peace, even though I'm working so hard. Like, so he was referring to his experience in all that he was creating. And I was like, dude, you remember that you tripled your income? Oh yeah, I did that as well. This is what we are really after. It's not about the goals. It's about how you are feeling. And the thing that people, I believe, get wrong is that they think the experience that they're after is after they achieve the goal. So when I achieve the goal, then I will be free. When I achieve the goal, then I feel more confident. And it's not like that. You can already have the experience right now and create from that place. It's not that, oh, now I have the money, so now I'm allowed to have fun. Let's have fun in the process right now. Let's create the fulfillment right now, and we create from that place. You will get so much more done. You will stay so much more consistent if you loosen up your grip. And just to describe a nuance there as well, take your commitment seriously. Take your commitment extremely seriously, but don't take yourself so seriously. This is what I believe is really missing in today's world. People are not having fun. They're taking themselves way too seriously. If I look at these daily YouTube videos, I'm taking my commitment extremely seriously. So I'm creating on a daily basis, but I'm not scripting any of the videos. These are all off-the-cuff videos. What is a topic that would be fun to talk about? Okay, let's go. Put on the camera and I just start talking. Because I need to script in a certain way. I need to create a thumbnail because I want people to click, and if they don't click, I will never be successful in whatever story there is. I just want to commit to daily YouTube videos. Let's go. And that's why I experience freedom in the way that I'm talking right now. I can talk about anything that I want because I'm not attached to the way that people perceive it. I don't care, and at the same time I do care because I want to get my message out there, but I'm not attached to it. I'm holding it loosely. I'm simply expressing what I want to express, and the way it's perceived is outside of my control. I'm not want to control the way I'm being perceived. And this is what a lot of people do with all the performances that they put up, which is exhausting. They are trying to control the way that they are perceived, and they're constantly, and that's how serious they're taking themselves. They're constantly looking for like, oh, what did they say? What did they do? Oh, I see something change in their face. Maybe I need to do something different. And you know how exhausting that process is. And this is why I believe also the challenge, and this is the challenge that I faced, is I was hiding behind the label of being an introvert. So all the personality tests that I did, I was an introvert. So, and I was looking at the definition. So when you have a low social battery, when you get quickly exhausted when you are in social interactions, that means you are an introvert. And I was exhausted with all interactions that I had. So I thought like, okay, yeah, I'm an introvert. But what I realized was the reason why I was so exhausted in interactions with people is because I was constantly performing. I was putting up a performance because I was just scared. I was socially anxious. So I thought I had to be someone else to be liked, to be loved, whatever, to belong. And the moment I dropped that performance was the moment I started to gain energy from social interactions, because I was not putting up a performance. I didn't need to be someone else to be liked, to be loved, or whatever the case is. I was taking myself less seriously. And how serious are you taking yourself? Are you changing who you are being in certain environments or when you are working towards your goals? How serious are you taking yourself and your goals? I need to achieve this. Is there an attachment present? And my invitation, especially with this video, is simply, what if you would loosen up your grip? Like, what would that feel like? Like, really feel into, that's why I often do this, because I envision myself literally losing up my grip, and I feel myself surrendering in the moment, and I feel myself relaxing. What if it's not that important? When you are posting your first video online, like, what if it's not that important? What if it's not that deep? But you're making it out to be extremely deep. My first video needs to go viral. Otherwise, whatever the story is. What if it's not that important? What if it's not that deep? But take your commitment seriously, but don't take yourself in this whole equation so seriously.